Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda who loves like defender of the fatherland, off it to a 2v2 on Eindhoven. In the south it is Shadow Company and Symbiosis. Actually in the north there. Funny of America, Freedom, Democracy, US 2nd Infantry Division, tasked with holding the area here in the face of a German night assault with the Hammergöring Fallschirm Division with Kronosaurus and Twas. It's actually gone for Luftwaffe. Wowzer, Kettenkratz as well. What is this? Be still my beating heart. But as always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous and absolutely wonderful support of the Propagandacast. Keep making all these delightful videos possible. So big cheerful thanks there. And of course a wonderful thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on them. Again, helps out a lot with the YouTube algorithms. So big hearty thanks there. So we're off here, Fallschirm Pioneer dropping in aggressively here in the castle ruins with the Karnat TK bolt action rifles at the ready. We're rushing in with engineers. Oh my, a very early mechanized infantry assault here with a weasel. Man, the absolute excitement is off the charts here, people. Action, drama, mechanized infantry tactics. That one thing everyone wants. Yes, I do. 30 cal there for Mr. Symbiosis. Bit of skirmishing there. Kettenkratz in eastwards, westwards there. We got the back rushing in. 30 cal there.
We're all here, sir. Make it quick.
And we got an airdrop there for Twas. More Fallschirm Pioneer. Wowzer. 2 thumbs up. Bike Panzer pushing forwards here. Symbiosis thumbs up in the defense here. In the face of this German assault here. Germans are driving a hard bargain here. Getting their jack boots in. And Kronosaurus probably is the only player now without a battle group yet picked. We'll also see that goes. Got mines down then. The Schützenminenschwein 40. Thumbs up there to Twas for doing that. Another 30 cal here for Symbiosis. Freedom and democracy. Stout champion of liberty. You saw their points being nabbed. I was just sweeping up there. 30 cal, almost done it for Symbiosis.
Heavy machine gun has been requisitioned.
Another 30 cal ready here. West side largely abandoned to the Americans for now. Germans keeping a bit of coordinated push going there. East side, we see this Symbiosis trying to flank around with the Weasel. Even as Twas getting ready, they've got a 3rd Fallschirm Pioneer squad there. Holy moly. The world doesn't feel like sending that many Fallschirm Pioneer out of anyone. 2 thumbs up to that. Eventually actually goes for Fallschirm Jägers as well there. 30 cal being caught. Pressing the entire lot. Probably hope to just get keep killing the gunner before they can crude. Just keep the pressure here. I mean, he might still be able to do it if they can get enough shots into the end. Oh, there's Express retreating. You kind of forgot about the other squad there. So, got the 30 cal pushed away there, so it kind of worked out, but probably shouldn't have, truth be told. And he leaves here. Weast goes down to the mine. That was definitely a great mine then for Twas. Thumbs up to that. We got a bazooka team there. No, snipers actually. Wow, snipers as well. We're getting spoiled here, aren't we? Fallschirm Pioneers, snipers. I hate snipers, but it's certainly something besides the usual meta games. I'll take it. Panzergrenadier Company for Twas. Strafing runs, might even see Fallschirm Jägers. Would be lovely.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
West side there, Kettenkratz busy.
Overrun. It's theirs now.
Back rushing westwards.
He's here. They've captured a victory point.
Rangers being opened up. Here's a theoretical option here for Shadow Company. Panzergrenadier Company, they're almost done. Light Support Company there with fire support owners, looking perhaps at flak feeling half tracks. We'll have to see.
Near a victory point.
And there you go, weapon drops as Rangers get ready for Shadow Company. Thumbs up. So we are in fact looking at Rangers from the 1st Ranger Battalion, which is also the only Ranger Battalion fighting around the Mediterranean. Right there. The others were pretty much in service from, Normandy onwards. There we go. Bazooka team set for Symbiosis. Now he does have his sniper out.
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Pack 38 or pack 40 here for Twas. No leichtes Geschütze 40 for him. As the pioneers on the ground to the point of links up all the Falchion pioneers to make a push. Maybe he's got something else schemed out here, planned out. The Guardian ambulance there rolling in aggressively here for Kronosaurus. Getting crowd achieving Versency 2. Thumbs up. Bit of quiet otherwise for the time being. Got Mindset clearly concerned about potential flank routes here. Got all the Falchion pioneers and the pioneers here standing around for Twas.
One of our munitions points.
Not sure what he's
being
planning out
neutralized.
here. And I think he needs to, like, you know, keep in mind that Kronosaurus right now is also fine in the west here with no real support. So him having his entire force over here does mean, like, you know, if Kronosaurus in the west gets in trouble, which is about, looks like he's about to, Twas is going to have a bit of a harder time responding to assisting. But there's something very important to keep in mind that, like, even he's upgrading there with grenade launchers, stuff like that, by, like, you know, he's all the way on east with, you know, the vast majority of his force there, so I feel like that is definitely not ideal, considering he's just, you know, doing nothing with them and that. I mean, that's like at least a minute, or like, you know, a significant part of his force is just, you know, picking their noses.
Bazooka squad reporting in.
Second Bazooka team out for Symbiosis, but we've got the Grenadier boots there ready. Rangers Rifle pushing in, Falchion Pioneer going for deep flank, might want to take out the mine sweep just in case. Keep in mind, these guys have a free mine sweep on them, they can always pull out when they want to. It is easy to forget, though, which is why I pointed out. It is like 2 mines. Again, could have avoided had he just remembered to put out his mine sweepers on them. And again, completely free. One of those actually, like, you know, pretty handy things about the Falchion pioneers. We've got Falchion makers out here, though, for Twas, dropping them in towards the castle ruins there. South side here, Rangers pushed back. Twas's actions seem a bit muddled here, a bit lacking in direction and focus, which means, like, you know, he theoretically could have, like, done some damage with a proper flank there against the allies, but instead he just sort of, you know, waddles a bit about, hits a few mines, and then goes home. Not exactly, you know, very imposing infantry stormtrooper tactics there. You know, something that could be worked on a bit, perhaps. Medical station there for Twas.
Getting the greasers to work. Mechanized
Obviously, Nick
upgrade
has
on
next,
the
more
way.
Falchion makers. Maybe not. You got more weapon drops here for Shadow Company. He's got a second Ranger
Pushed
squad
us
out here
off
for
a
him.
sector.
More Thompsons. The guns. Like when you get sniped, not ideal, immediately forced to retreat. And he actually upgrades his pioneers from the minesweeper when again the Falchion pioneers just pull up free. He can actually get away with getting a flamethrower.
Reports of enemy
Minor
movement near
detail, but I still
victory
think it
point.
is worth pointing out there. Mechanized supports in the Symbiosis, Bazooka team advancing on the center, Sniper 30 on the left flank. We got Panzer's catch the Captain forcing him
Point now
back.
under enemy control.
Fixing up stuff, the ambulance
The
hanging
munitions
back.
point is being attacked.
Got a flak feeling half track for Twas.
Sniper engaged with the
Kronosaurus
enemy.
me, not Twas.
Mechanized support center up and
And
running.
the Germans are losing ground here after Twas
Three
just, you
command
know,
points available.
kind of whipped around his entire force on the east side. At least he didn't lose any squads, but at the same time, that was still his entire significant part of his force.
Sector
First
gone.
doing nothing,
Must take
then
it
hitting a
back.
few mines, retreating, and doing absolutely nothing about it. And then, like, you know, taking it to get back to the field like that is just pretty inefficient gameplay, unfortunately, out there, Twas. Very inefficient gameplay. Big help for the Americans. And if anything, they seem to, like, you know, just not doing too much either, which helps out Kronosaurus. Then we got another Falchion squad on the way there. Thumbs up at this point. Probably should go for the officers' quarters for the Panzergrenadier Company, so both Falchion squads can get that bonus. So both get veterans, 1 get veterans 1 faster, but also 2 just get that experience bonus and they hit veterans 2 and 3 faster. So, definitely think something you really should look into. Some Stooks wouldn't hurt either. Bazooka upgrades for Symbiosis tank depot as well. West Side Shadow Company is finding out that he's not like a shadow. In fact, he's very, very easily shot at. One more to the added here.
The enemy is
We
moving
get
on
hit
our
with a flak
strategic
thing. We
point.
have to get a snub opening on it in return.
Research completed, Commander.
Got that bazooka upgrade ready. East side, there's some progress we have made. The Falcon Punch back. Both squads equipped now with the grenade launcher, the Granatenbüchse. Got Falcon pushing from the south, still low. Panzer grenade officers' quarters. No Stooks either. There you go. 30 cal you hit with grenade launchers. Falcon running with nifty 42s. Almost had the 30 cal there. Really close call there for Symbiosis. Mines going off, and again, had the Falcon Punch just put out the minesweepers. That could have perhaps avoided.
We have command points that need allocating.
West side here, we got Kronosaurus withdrawing, but having done some damage to Shadow Company.
P-47 strafing runs are now available, Commander.
Kronosaurus in the battle group. Twas floating resources, not attacking in any direction really. Getting any upgrades, pulling the Fallschirmjägers. Sniper there dealing with the flank temp, but the Fallschirmjägers quickly dropping Rudolph there. Another Ranger squad for Shadow Company. It's going to get a bit nasty there for the Germans. 30 colours to the Fallschirmjäger and the Flak 30. Falcon Pioneer, the crucially, none of them actually in cover there. Making easily dealt with by the 30 cal. 130 versus 381, presumably more than heavy fire there. Up the flak fitting half-tech, Panzers rushing in, machine guns and rifles blazing away there. More supply drops to Shadow Company, thumbs up. Twas finally with a Panzer Company, doing something with all these resources after a while there. Thumbs up at the very least there. Sniper still racking up those casualties.
Lost a sector.
116 with 381. Black feeling half to move, Panzers there being suppressed in the middle of the road. And we got a pack ready for Kronosaurus called in.
Probe the area to see if we're still here.
Back to full strength. Ready for action.
We need some winging against the Falcon Pioneer, Panzer Grenadiers.
Point is no longer under our control.
More taking back to find some fire support here. Getting the pack fit to the front line. Also fun fact, they actually used the pack for the chassis to actually, like, you know, well, basically convert a bunch of French field guns into anti-tank guns. One of the ways the Germans tried to leave the fact again, like, you know, they just couldn't produce enough anti-tank guns. ECD Ken coming in.
Under attack. We must.
Panzer Commando for Kronosaurus.
They have taken
Rangers
our
in the
victory
west.
point.
We do finally have Espionage like Kronosaurus with the incendiary armor piercing rounds, which I'm pretty sure still haven't existed. Panda 4, the same grenade for Twas, at least not for anti-tank guns. For aircraft rounds, incendiary rounds were quite common, but for tanks, not so much. Chaffee's got Shermans on the way for the Americans. Twas' Panda 4's almost done. Easily Fallschirmjägers moving in with Falcon Pioneer support here. West side, Punch rushing forward, undercover smoke here. Going to find themselves face to face with the Rangers. They appear through the smoke like a bunch of nightmares. In this case, there's an answer to the boogeyman, which is a flak feeling Flak 38. Also works in the boogeyman's under your bed or in the closet, but keep in mind there won't be much left of either of those afterwards. So, and forming in, capturing two teams, no trade here. The engineers force back by Falcon Pioneer, charging with Falcon Mega support here. Going to get met here with a 30 cal. Good use there of Symbiosis. There we got whiz bangs for rocket artillery. Got the Rangers being mowed apart here. And full Captain 30 cal is German counter-attacking into the German Falcon Megas and Falcon Pioneer, routing them. How will Twas respond to this? Will he go for any Starstroben? Let's go for 40.
Enemy movement near a victory point. Victory point now under enemy control.
Sniper still added here for Symbiosis.
Captured a victory point.
And a Panzer 3 here for Kronosaurus. Thumbs up.
Players will light up the battlefield at your command.
Sherman
Get
reporting.
them on the move. Got opportunity for Symbiosis to call in. But whether or not it does call them is, of course, another matter entirely. As for Shadow Company, we got the Ranger Boost, surprisingly. Base, and you know, he's got 3 squads of them. Makes more sense to go for that ability than F Company.
Assigning engineers to your mark. They'll initiate repairs at will.
Transfer depot, they're ready now. Oh, on the way for Kronosaurus, thumbs up.
Plus a scout squad.
The scout team pays the ultimate price in service of democracy and goes down. All 3 functional punch squads with the Bernard Buxer, which is what's all to recommend. I still don't think the MD-15 with its up, you know, buffs is still very good. Another chaffee for Shadow Company. Was soon going to go for another Pentagon. So he's shutting out our Pack 40s. I think he may do better with some Star Storm now. Rather than the 3rd Pack 40, he also got a 2nd Pack 30 out of Kronosaurus. So we're looking at some pretty heavy anti-tank spam with light aiming behind them. Still would be good to get office quarters for these units out of Twas. Armor servicing already here for Kronosaurus. Got the Pentagon with suit. Of course, Cookie's going to just try and hold up for the Tide Tank now. You have to see the super teams letting loose here. Rockets flying at the Pentagon there. Volley of grenades there flying off the grenade launches. Most of them failing to hit.
We have 300 points. Confirmed.
Explosive with the 30 cap. We got the Ken cutting ahead here. Spotting for the Pentagon. The pack there goes German getting hammered here. West side. Still attempt to push through here for Kronosaurus, but the Rangers are putting a fierce fight here, making it difficult for Kronosaurus to make an easy push. Actually into position here. Ken crowd spotting way there. We got Monganese for Shadow Company. Good shot on the Sherman. Got deployed, another Sherman for Symbiosis.
The repair station may be deployed at the front line.
Super team for Symbiosis.
Time to get to work, crew.
9's down here for Symbiosis.
Engineers have been reinforced.
Ready to get to it.
Another bazooka team, they're almost done. We got supply drops again here for Shadow Company. 2nd Sherman ready for Symbiosis in a few moments. Boss can soon go for another Panzer 4.
Bazooka squad is equipped and ready.
Kronosaurus can also go for it comes for himself. He'll go for the double strokes. We'll have to see. These 2 options he will pursue in the name of victory. There you go. 2nd Sherman ready here for Symbiosis. Good old M41.
Ah, shithole now.
Initiating rapid repair
42.
training now.
Pigs. Rapid repair section goes on the way there, certainly not bad upgrade. Boss can now go for Panda 4 more. Could also decide to go for the Sturmpanzer here.
You're our victory point.
Have to see. Firestorm there for Kronosaurus.
They have taken our victory point.
Twas can soon get but Chap is going in for the flag fleeing half check. Pack fresh into position here. It's going to hit there with its sending on fishing rounds. It's taking it from well there. Almost got the Chaffee there. Black filling down. Chaffee there. Almost knocked out but does survive. East side here, Sherman's blasting away. Of course, in the actual case, if a tank was on fire, the crew would typically bail out before the entire thing took off.
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Wherefore there, which is also why the whole incendiary munitions bit doesn't really make sense.
Territory's point is no longer under our control.
Like, unless you're on a T-34, where, like, you know, the entire thing is just jamming, I mean, you typically not stick around, wait for the entire thing to cook off. While still feeling resource here. Well, Kronosaurus doesn't feel like he's going for the Tiger tank at least, but Twas doesn't have that option. There is no Luftwaffe Tiger tank, Luftwaffe King Tiger, Luftwaffe Yak Panther, or whatever you want there. I'm not entirely sure for what purpose Twas is playing resource. We just go for another Panther 4 here. Or Sturm Panther 4, just anything really. Rangers here getting to work there against Kronosaurus.
Air resupply operations are available.
Christ, I'm there for Symbiosis, thumbs up. Twas finally makes a pick. It is in fact the Sturmpanzer 4, also known as the Stupa, but by the Western called the Bumba. But again, that was very much a Western designation. The Germans wouldn't call it that. That was again either Stupa or your Sturmpanzer. Bring the pack for 8 here. Making fun of what they're getting. Veterans 1, we've got sniper fire here, East level sniper, pretty good work there with Symbiosis. 173 to 35. Fairly close in terms of victory points, but with a lead nonetheless here for the Axis forces. Caches for Symbiosis. Jada coming in shit. Howitzer Nego, Pentacle getting ambushed, Pax turning around here, gonna be too late I think to see. Twas is playing before unless he gets very lucky, which could happen, It really does happen. Nope, never mind. Chaff rushing in, pack for these, jogging as well here. Could see the Chaff here getting knocked out, perhaps. That was a bit of a blow there to Twas. The Sturmpanzer has arrived. Chaffee down.
A victory point is under enemy control now.
The Howitzer things is only going to get a bit pressured here for the Germans. Depending on how well Shadow Company actually utilises that Howitzer, you know. But assuming he utilises well, it could definitely add some problems here for the Germans to what with their anti-tank and, you know, batteries there. Let's do present some targets there.
Upgrading our Sherman tanks with
Sure, getting upgun there for Symbiosis. Whilst the Sturmpanzer rolling ahead of us on a different gun.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
Someone says, well, great there, halfway done. Here's Sturmpanzer, a lot of trouble.
Point has fallen into enemy control.
West side, we got a deep flank set up here for Kronosaurus, thumbs up, trying to maneuver the Americans. He does work out here, Symbiosis with the machine gun, giving just the captain some scouts to defend the western victory point on the hill. A thankless task of which they quickly back out of. As for Twas, we're back to filling resources, so the Kronosaurus, but again with Kronosaurus, there's at least, you know, the fact he's likely going to go for the Tiger tank, but with Twas again, there's no Tiger tank.
Victory point now under enemy control.
Not unless there's some like really weird bug. You can airdrop a Tiger tank somehow. Wait, what is that? Is that an airdrop Tiger? How did it even do this?
We must take it back.
How did we get it up
The
there?
enemy holds all.
Anyways, another Sturmpanzer for Twas and a Kettenkrad.
Krauts are pushing us back. We're down to 250.
Snipers still at it. Back to Q. Let's feel there. Good. Tiger tank has arrived to the Kronosaurus and das Fahrzeug. Sent in from the 504 Schwerer Panzerabteilung. Double Sturmpanzer stuff is something I feel like it's been a while since seen off. Used to be a lot more common, but has fallen off a bit, as you might imagine. Second Sturmpanzer ready there for Twas. Still benefit from officer quarters even for the Sturmpanzer. So far, Twas seems very opposed to the idea of an officer's quarters.
Get those guns ready.
211 to 320.
We must act.
You can even see him up in rounds. The super team is dodging grenades, fighting with Sturmpanzers all advancing range in the flank here though. Heading one of the weak spots in the German lines. East side is surprisingly no action from even allies. We're doing more there. Go direct hit on the third kill, almost wipes with a single 150 gun. Shot there. Push Sturmpanzer into close, go hit with the satchel charge. Yes indeed. Sturmpanzer kaboom.
Points remaining on the front line.
Megas faction punching into Krusty. Pats continue to aim behind the Sturmpanzer. We've got the Tiger tank also advancing here. We've got 85 113. Axis 7 leading there. Victory points wise, they also good lead here. Allies can do something about this soon. It's not quite desperate yet, but it's still within that, like, you know, space we really need to, like, consider what the plans are to rectify this issue. Shoot. On 82 is the Infantry.
Sector lost.
Take up Shadow Company. Germans setting out again. Got to fight there at the cache. On. Push on, push. That stuff has really been added here for Symbiosis. 33 casualties inflicted. That's pretty good. That's basically like more than a third of all the infantry casualties the Allies have inflicted together, I believe so. That's kind of impressive. MD-42 there for Twas. Kronosaurus, I mean, he's got his Tiger tank.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
It's usually met here in the center. Sherman's holding up the line here. Tiger tank's jump plans almost went both the teams, but despite being hit by an 80 mm high explosive shell and 150 mm high explosive shell, designed for knocking out buildings and bunkers, they do survive. Yes, I do mean that. This thing was designed basically after the assaults, like, you know, experiences of Stalingrad. Basically, it's like, you know, just blow up buildings, entire buildings and bunkers. Shooting at him. This lane there, another factory happened. So this point is, and odd choice of anything. Not sure what that's supposed to do here, but
Skies are clear.
maybe because he really doesn't hate like that light and what's it got, I don't know. Another whiz bang for Symbiosis. 31's the M17. Also Allied Force in Symbiosis. Fine remembers the eastern half of the map, exists to get moving there. Thumbs up to Symbiosis. I think he remember that starts, like, you know, inflict some economic harm on their opponents.
Taking heavy fire!
Sniper, they need to be careful, shoots the Tiger tank and narrowly avoids getting obliterated by the sniper in return.
The victory point is under attack. We must act. A fuel point is being lost.
Another colour was the punch of enemies. Tiger tank arriving hits the nearby shed for the most part.
The victory point is under enemy
We got the
control
snipers
now.
still wrecking in those kills here. 30 cal wipe, good hit here by Kronosaurus to take it in return from the American howitzer. That's been, I believe, allowed to auto fire there with that ability. 131 was the 4. Tiger to engage pursuit teams head on here. Utilizing the smoke here by the way. Thumbs up to Symbiosis. That's it. None of the rockets penetrate the front line with the Tiger tank. Very lucky, I would say, there for Kronosaurus. East side there, some lighter skirmishing here, pioneers moving access with mines. In the center, budget plans being absolutely destroyed there by a whiz-bang head-on. Paxman 40, Panzer's on the move. Grenade, they're off on the whiz-bang. How to actually be the risky as well as the Germans sort of flop. I think it looks like the Allied. Range being caught with the anti-tank. The Tiger tank, the Sturm team here. Sturm plans on his moves. Trying to give it time, yes, that's the building. The range is getting hand hit by the Tiger tank. East side here, continues the move. 131 versus 24. Firestorm up as well here, burning very, very slowly for some reason. Think of that house with all that ammunition standing around, it would be quite vulnerable to an incendiary storm of the incendiary rockets. Rangers though here though might just be about to go into the great bit beyond, and they do get wiped, dropping a bazooka. Whiz-bangs are going to absolutely obliterate the center. Factories being wiped out. Force footing an incredible amount of resources here, but continues to, you know, just not do anything with it. It's like a bit of a bad habit. Another Hellcat for Shadow Company. A Hellcat, actually, not another one. Another Storm Puzzle of the Twas. And another anti-tank crew there goes down. The teams under Symbiosis command. Americans slowly working and catching up here with the Germans, victory points wise and casualty wise. Eagle scores a nice hit down the Sherman. There's the captain of the west here. East side Fallschirmjäger's Pioneers busy. Captain about to get obliterated there.
Munitions point is being
Second
attacked.
Sturmpanzer ready. Still not seeing the officer squads out there for Twas. And Hellcats run off for Symbiosis.
We've lost the territory
Heavy
sector.
barrels. A smaller German contact by Twas in the east. Fallschirmjäger's leading the way. Thumbs up there.
Can't get us all killed.
And Symbiosis quick to pick up the pace with the Shermans and the sniper counterattacking there, leaving the centre theoretically vulnerable on his teammate there, but I think he's betting on the fact that the Germans have a bit of habit of being a bit passive at times,
Complete.
and perhaps a
We
bit
have
slow
the
to
upgrade.
react, which does appear to be absolutely correct here, as the rest of Twas obviously can't respond easily with the Sturmpanzers and the Pack 40s to that, as they're
Rating flares
unstruck a
going
bit
out.
here, so
All
thumbs up
batteries,
to
fire.
Symbiosis there. We'll have to see what they do next. We've got the West Bank, the Hellcat running up there. Houses a cheap there for Shadow Company. West Bank obliterates the unit there. I think there's a Fallschirm Pioneers under Twas. Should probably find him, but Zuki playing loose here. They're also getting let loose upon.
Enemy forces are
Firestorm as well there. Whiz bang down. Not much whiz about that anymore. $131,282. Another Hellcat for Shadow Company this time around. Country multi for the Shermans. Ambulance for Kronosaurus. Shot there in the Sherman. East side here, grabbing that field point. Back here, German forces need to get into order. As for the Americans, I mean, more pressure on the right flank, they could move. In fact, they could transferring through here and get up behind the German front line here. So with all those Shermans, that could be quite devastating if actually get it correctly. We'll have to see 131, 267. Got Shadow coming from the west side. Might be looking at a larger Allied offensive now against the Germans. Scouts in the way home to get absolutely decimated and perforated. Whizbang bombarding the German positions. Tiger taking the here, passage already there for Kronosaurus. Thumbs up. One casualty inflicted. Range around the western mix deploy. In fact, we're about to get a triple cap here from the eyes of the Germans.
Flares ready to expose enemy positions.
And the Germans just remain very
Drop the enemy to 250
passive.
points.
Very hesitant. Which, compared with the early game where they felt a lot more active, is a bit jarring, if anything. 131, 234.
Lost control of the sector.
The Zuki got into the Sturmpanzers and the Tiger on top of the machine gun. Led by a Whizbang. Actually, that's a Whizbang for them. Now, popping it out. Sniper scores another casualty in the name of freedom. German forces charging in there now. Sturmpanzers spawning into some of the Rangers getting torn apart in there in a hailstorm of high explosive supply and machine gun fire. Hellcats doing what they can here. Got Lloyd unleashed here, which was doing some light damage here to Shadow Company.
Our opponent has fallen to 200 points.
His ability effectively does next to no damage to tanks and vehicles at this point. It probably should just be like reassigned overall, because I mean, it just ends up being kind of waste of resources.
Defend our victory point.
Got
We're
munitions
losing
there
it.
for their rack. Work by Twas, 131.71. But really time to take the axes, need to do something about it, need to do something about it soon.
Taken our victory point.
Time taking heavy damage. Was kind of a bit all over the place, not really doing anything anywhere, which is hardly ideal for the Germans. It's great for the Allies. For the Germans, it's not doing them any favour. Again, like, one player's like just, sitting back with merciless force here. It's being absolutely peppered, the ambulance on fire. Hellcat swinging in there. Going for that Tiger tank that might backfire here on. There's a Shadow coming there. Got one Hellcat down, so I want to go get the Tiger tank though. Kronosaurus looking much worse wear now. 131, 145. Storm Panzers on the roll here.
You're on victory point.
I feel like some conventional Storm Panzers. Yeah, that kind of looks like it would be game over for the Axis or anything. Unless something drastic happens. Kronosaurus just kind of got gutted. Twas back to doing resources. PDs. That is a very good question. Who makes 2 Storm Panzers against all of that? I mean, you could have gone for, like, you know, Panther 4s. You could have gone for Stugs. Well, the Sturm Panzer definitely just didn't make much sense. There's also lack of obstacles there. Definitely some room for improved tactics and strategy there. They did deal some damage to Shadow Company, but that's gonna be nothing. Particularly towards this point, just kind of looks wrecked. But yeah. Well, certainly initially Storm Panzer got neat them all in on little just the punches come from tanks and tank destroyers. Obviously, it's not very effective. In fact, it's just a waste of resources at that point. Another Panther 4 for Twas. Panther 3 there for Kronosaurus. One in favor of 742. Actually, we got Panther 4s now for Twas, finally. Panther 3s for Kronosaurus. A bit late there to the party. At this point, it just very much looks like game over for the Germans. There you go, GG game over. So, hope you enjoyed the match. I've learned something from it. This is Imperial Dancing. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.